It's the Celtics from Boston who find themselves on the road here today for an interconference battle. Welcome to Los Angeles, home court advantage for the Lakers. We are live at the Staples Center. Thank you for being with us. 2K Sports brings you the NBA Live this Saturday afternoon with Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. This is Kevin Harlan. Presented by State Farm. Let's take a look now at the Boston Celtics opening lineup. We've got Parrish. Shaw is out there with Bird, and it's Lewis in at the 3 spot. And for the Lakers, Perkins is out there with D-Box. Then there's Worthy. Then there's Scott, and it's Johnson in at the point. And so off the tip, it's Boston. Here is Shaw. The pass to Lewis. Down low. Parrish kicks to Lewis. 11 feet away, and the shot is good. Boston on D. Johnson outside. Launches a 3. Rebounded by the Celtics. And pushing it up, here's Boston. Shaw passes to Lewis. Can't get it to go. And the Lakers take it the other way. Johnson right side. Stolen away. Gamble defended by Scott.
Great finish there, Kevin. Took it strong to the cup.
Yeah, an aggressive two-handed jam.
And that's the kind you like, especially in traffic. You got to make sure.
The Lakers on offense. 4-point game. Now it's sent it down to Doris Burke, who is able to catch up with Coach Doc Rivers.
Well, guys, in terms of their focus coming into this one, he said he's expecting their defense, especially on the interior, to be vital. He said, we can protect the rim with our shot block. Of course, we prefer to keep them outside the paint, but that capability to deny finishes certainly could come in handy tonight. Kevin, we'll see if he's right.
Thanks, Doris. And given the scoring talent on the floor, defensive mindedness definitely a key here, guys. Any thoughts?
Well, I agree, Kevin. Playing sound defense has to be their focus. If they can win the battle at that end of the floor, I think they've got a great chance to win.
Well, I agree, because if they don't do that, Steve, what happens at the other end isn't going to matter. It'll be futile.
Here's Lewis after the basket by the Lakers. Shot clock at 6. Shaw, a strong effort on the rebound, nets the second chance points.
He made that offensive rebound count. Nice job collecting the second chance points.
Here's Johnson, an easy 2 points on the layup.
So, Kevin, he's always aggressive offensively, but it seems like late in the game, he just becomes an assassin. I mean, when the game is in the balance, that's when he's at his best.
And also, Steve, I think he's really smart with the basketball. Very smart. When you're playing with him, your only job is to get open, because when you do, and if you do, he'll put it on the platter for you. Room service style.
And that one's good. Bird's got his first basket.
Got to be very careful with this team. They can be really strong inside if they get good position.
Well, you give up that kind of deep position, Steve, you're done. It's over. Well, he stepped up this quarter, providing a hot hand to help carry them offensively.
Now, that pass had just a little bit too much heat on it for him to make a clean steal.
And I think it would have been a tough catch for either of them.
Here's what the Lakers are going with right now. Thompson, he's checked in for D-Box. Green comes in for Perkins. And it's Teagle in for Scott. Now, here's Brown. Gets it to go. Brown's got his first basket of the night. Lakers trail by 4. Johnson outside. Buries it down low.
Yeah, saw just a little bit of daylight and went right to the rim.
We've got 13 seconds left to play here in the first. McHale outside. To the inside. Here's Brown. That's good. Brown's got his second bucket.
You gotta love the low post offense. That was beautiful.
A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through 1. Celtics. Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. What do you guys think about the Celtics here in this one?
It was pretty impressive the way they moved the ball, made the extra pass, and found open shooters that whole quarter.
Yeah, it's been a complete team effort out there. Great to watch.
We've got Green. D-Box is out there with Perkins. Then it's Drew, and it's Scott in at the two-guard spot. That's who's in the game for the Lakers.
Oh, he got the D that time. Nice up and under. You know, the Lakers didn't really have the bite on defense they once had last season, Kevin. It showed up in their inability to create turnovers. They were at the bottom of the league in terms of steals.
Celtics leading by 6. Big group substitution here for the Lakers. Thompson, he's checked in for D-Box. Worthy comes in for Green. Teagle, he's checked in for Scott. And Smith subbed in for Drew. Here is Shaw. Kicks it to Bird. To the paint. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Lewis. Takes the 12-footer and hits. Lewis has got 4 points in the quarter. Yet, Clark, the Lakers dead last in steals, as you said. Below, a lot of teams that had a lot more trouble playing defense, like the Raptors and Bobcats. But I didn't sense the Lakers are jumping into passing lanes. They kind of set back in their defense, and we're trying to pack it in.
Yeah, well, that's playing to your personnel. When you've got 2 7-footers at the rim, you don't want those guys to get in foul trouble. So you really want to funnel players into the lane and to the baseline to have to shoot over the top of those guys. You don't want to be out in the passing lane taking all kinds of risks.
So it's the Lakers now after the basket by Boston. And not sure what he was thinking there. Shaw passes to Lewis. And that one's good. Lewis has got 10.
I like the job they're doing. A much better job of getting him involved in the offense here in the second quarter.
Celtics making a switch here. Lakers trail by 10. Smith kicks to Thompson. Inside, here's Worthy, hammers it home.
And not much resistance on that jam.
Yeah, defensively, you're right, not a great sequence.
Well, they lost track of him, and they paid the price.
1:04 left here in the second. Bird. Shot misses. And the Lakers going the other way now.
Boy, that's hard-nosed sandpaper basketball right there. A lot of little friction in there.
Oh, I love the way you described that. Was it ever? Nobody was going to get to the rim but him.
Oh, man, with the violent putback to finish it off.
Count that one.
Something has to change, guys. That's 10 straight points coming in the paint against this team.
Well, they got to collapse in there, and everybody's got to be conscious of it. It's a team effort in protecting the paint. Control the ball, and then everybody's got to get in there and keep the defense locked down.
Number 53, and the layup is good.
3 straight buckets in the paint. They're making it look effortless.
Well, speaking of effortless, you'd like to see a little more out of the defense. How about trying, guys?
Thompson with the bucket. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Round with it. Bird is screen on Smith. The dish to Bird. Gives him the lead pass. Thompson with the rebound. Here's Teagle. A 12-point game. Wilkins kicks it over to Worthy. 4 seconds left. Rob. He got it up. And no good trying to get that one. And so that's the end of the first half. Celtics lead by 12. Keep it here for the Sprint halftime show.
And now, brought to you by Sprint.
26.
Coming to you this evening from the 2K Sports Studios, this is the Halftime Report. Boston leading against the Lakers. They've been a terror in transition, dicing up the D on the open court.
Welcome back, the Staples Center, and above it, downtown Los Angeles in the distance. Lakers trail by 12. Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Doc Rivers. They've got Bird. He's out there with Parrish. And it's Shaw in at the point guard position. The Celtics shooting extremely well. 62% on the night to this point. Parrish with the screen on Worthy. And Bird backs him in. Lewis against Scott. Now here's Lewis. He's got 10. Just 5 on the clock. A three-pointer off the mark. Johnson outside. Shot from 12. Here's Perkins. Hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup. Perkins got the first basket of the second half. That one for the Lakers. Passes to Shaw. And a minute played as the second half gets going. Cannot hit. Bird against Perkins. Worthy. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits. Worthy's got his second bucket of the game to go. Celtics leading by 8. Here is Shaw. Back to Parrish. The monster one-hand slam.
Wow, who is that guy? I didn't know he could elevate like that. I didn't know he had that in him.
I didn't either. You got to put some blame on the defense, don't you think?
Yeah, exactly.
You got to put a body on him. You got to get position and put up some kind of a stand.
Green is checked in for Perkins. And a change for the Celtics. McHale's checked in. Johnson. Second chance shot. And he was fouled on the way out. 2 free throws now for him.
He is so creative, Kevin. That's what I love about watching him. As good as anybody in the league at breaking down a defender one-on-one.
And another one of his great qualities is his clutch play at winning time. I mean, he loves those big moments and always seems to come through for him.
The Celtics making a switch here. Bird's checked in.
You know, he's an excellent free throw shooter, Kevin, especially for a big fella.
And so it looks like the Celtics will retain possession here. Perkins is checked in for the Lakers. And the Celtics also making a change. Lewis is checked in. .122 left in the third quarter. Shaw passes to Bird. Clock at 6. He dishes it to Lewis. Expanding his range. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. The Lakers making a switch here. Worthy's checked in. Celtics making a switch here. Here's Johnson. Good. Johnson's got 10 points.
He is always so in control, guys. Even when he's going hard to the hoop, very skilled finisher.
Brown outside. Here's Campbell. Again, the miss by the Celtics. They can go 2 for 1.
Yeah, they need to play it smart. Make sure you get a good shot first, and then maybe a second possession. Well, you knew the run would come, and here it is. They're playing well now, trying to get back in this thing.
Yeah, pretty good comeback effort here. Rolling along nicely, and they've gotten themselves within striking distance now.
And the Lakers with some changes. Campbell is checked in for Green, and Drew's subbed in for Johnson. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. That's good.
Offensively, just hammering away in the paint.
And that's 10 straight points inside, too.
Devon's in the post. Rebound, Boston. They've led by as many as 14 points. Here's Campbell. That's good. And it's an 8-point Celtic lead. 5 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Here's Scott using his post move to get the 2 points. Scott's got his first bucket in this one. And here's Bird. No good. Well, it's been an exciting game. Plenty of offense as we head to the fourth quarter. Celtics out in front. They lead by 6. Live from the Staples Center, you're watching 2K. And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the fourth. And now our sideline reporter Doris Burke has a report on our Sprite Uncontainable game. Hi, Doris.
And Kevin, for that great stretch the Celtics put together, they get the Uncontainable Game Award. The big charge they had right out of the gate set the tone, and that propelled them to this lead as we head to the fourth.
Okay, Doris, thank you. And that was quite a run, guys. That made a big impact on where we are right now.
Yeah, I think that's safe to say, Kevin. It was a major turning point. You know, they really hit on something that, in the blink of an eye, had them scoring almost at will.
Well, you've got to share the credit for that kind of run. I mean, you can't just say it was all about offense. There was some stingy, stiff defense being played, too.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the fourth quarter. Taking a look at the Lakers. Johnson is out there with Scott. Then it's Green. Then there's Worthy. And it's Perkins in its center. Shaw passes to Lewis. He passes to Shaw. McHale left side. The pass to Shaw. 6 to shoot. The Celtics working the ball around now. Over Johnson. Cannot hit. And it's the Lakers the other way. And now here's Johnson, a fast break chance. Again, the Lakers.
This team has to tighten up inside. Way too many easy hoops in the lane.
Yep, that's 5 straight buckets they've given up from the key now, and it's hurting them.
Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Guys, over that last break, I listened to Doc Rivers address his team. He was highly animated when he was talking to them, telling them this is going to be a huge win for us. When we close this out, it will go a long way towards showing the rest of the league what we're capable of.
Lakers trail by 5. Gets it to go. Johnson's got 10 points in just the second half.
Got such a good feel for his shot today, in a really good groove.
.136 left in the fourth quarter of this one. McCain rises up and throws it down.
Tell you what, it has been all offense all game long.
You know what? This is really fun to watch, guys. I mean, as a coach, though, this is when you want to just harness this energy and bottle it up and ride it all the way.
Johnson inside. Gets it to go. Johnson's got 20 points.
And my goodness, that one got him going.
Did it ever? They're on cloud 9.
What an atmosphere here. This is incredible.
Here is Shaw. Looks for Parrish. Gets it to him. Now the feed to Bird.
Oh, get it! Watch out now. You know, the dunk was great, but I didn't care for that interior defense there, guys. It was non-existent.
You're right, Clark. You know, it was way too easy. I don't think the coach liked it either. Look at that face. Uh-oh.
It doesn't get much easier than that. They have got to tighten up their defense. That was embarrassing.
And the highlight reel replay brought to you by Sprite. Good stuff.
Shaw. That's his first personal foul. Shooting for Los Angeles. Johnson. At the line for 2.
And he misses the first one. Perkins is checked in for Green. And he does get the second one. And that shrinks the margin to just 4.
They're still right in this thing, but missing the free throw keeps them in a 2-possession deficit.
Here is Shaw. He's guarded by Johnson. Lewis dishes to Bird. There's the bucket. Good.
They got the ball into the ideal position, and he didn't flub the finish that time, guys.
Here's Johnson. Money! And now they trail by just 4.
That's such a feel shot, that floater over the top.
We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Gets the first, and that puts them up by 5. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
And now the lead really is looking very secure after those 2 free throws. Nice job.
Here's Scott. No good with the triple. The Celtics have gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the fourth quarter so far. And the basket by Shaw.
And this one's pretty much wrapped up.
And they know it. I mean, took care of business. Chalk it up as a W, Steve.
There's 18 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Drew. He's covered by Brown. Here's Scott. Nails it. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5. And so it's Boston with it. They've led by as many as 14 points. And that's an intentional foul. First free throw is good, and that increases their lead to 6. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 7-point game. And the Lakers call time here. They're losing by 7. 9 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, what's your take?
Well, this one's out of reach, so I'm not sure why they're calling a timeout here. Maybe just to try to work on something, maybe an out-of-bounds play or something.
Well, they might as well talk about what movie they want to see or what they want to surf on the internet, because this one's done, Blake.
And so it's the Boston Celtics with the W. Both teams played well, but these guys had the edge.
Yeah, I think so. They were just steak knife sharp. Very on top of their game here.
Well said. Thanks for joining us for this presentation of NBA basketball on 2K Sports. For Doris Burke, Steve Kerr, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying see you next time. But first, let's check out the Jordan player of the game.
Julia Servings.